Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comfort together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
Hello, 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 hello. That tickles me all the time. Hey. What's going on to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, honey, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers? Oh, it is another glorious evening, all of you, honey. And I know you know what time it is, darlings. So I'm sure you have all of your crumpets together because, darlings, it's time to dish tea. And you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats, babies, sugar plum, apple dumplings, cupcakes and sweetie pies, and all of that, the good shit, honey. Ice cream, sprinkles, all of that. Honey, today has been one of those motherfucking days, and which is why we're coming on much later than what we usually have been, because by now we're usually either already heated, and sometimes we're trying to wrap up at this particular time. However, I've had a very, very, very long day, and when I left the house, I did not get back here until late, about 8 o'clock or so. I left. I left the house at 11:30. Okay, this morning.
No, 10 o'clock.
And was it 10 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
And did not see this house again until 8 o'clock. So you would have thought I had gone to work. No. I'm playing Uber. I done played jet skis. I done played barmaid. I have played Florence Nightingale. I have played orderly.
Medication maid.
So it has just been one of those days. And so if I don't seem as though I'm all that, lively, give me a minute, because I got to let my second wind kick, because it was important that we come on tonight because of the subject matter. At the same time, literally, I am just getting back in the house because when I came home, I had to go back out. Now, let me explain to y'all about me, okay? Y'all know that I pride myself on being part of the intelligentsia, right? Mm-hmm. And pride myself on having just the intellect that has just been rained down from heaven, from God himself, herself, itself. I pride myself on being that smart bitch, right? Well, let me tell you about Old Brilliant. Okay? I named her Old Brilliant because brilliant bitches seem to sit up and they get caught up in brilliant shit. Okay? So let me tell you about my significant, omnipotent wisdom and brilliance. Okay? Y'all know last week I had gone down to Savannah with one of my sons. Okay? Well, I rented the car for him So we could, blah, blah, blah. So we didn't have to, wear and tear on our cars or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So in my, just auspicious, intellectual decision making, I booked a car. Bitch did not pay no goddamn attention to the date. The date was for December 18th through the 21st. Okay, this bitch over here in the peanut gallery, honey, thinking she whispered, honey, I'm about ready to throw my shoe. Okay. So when we went last week to go get the car, I'm like, he said, you got a reservation? I said, yes, and blah, 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 blah. I pulled it up on the phone, because I'm already pissed because, this line is out the motherfucking door and carry. Now, I'm like, this don't make no goddamn sense that y'all ain't got no agents up in here. Well, I couldn't bitch moan and complain because when she looked at, she said, baby, this thing says the 18th. Today is the 11th. So I felt like 2 cents waiting for change. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I had to then scramble to get a car because we're about ready to hit the road. So last week, the car cost an extra $150. Okay. So, all right, we did that. So now I got to keep this reservation for this week. So I called myself going to call Ms. Hotwire. And I'm like, okay, well, we finna get this money back, right? Fuck it, we're going to get the money back. Because what happened, there was a girl in line with me. And whatever her credit card is, it's one of the ones that they said they don't take. Okay? Now, I've had this happen before to me, legitimately, because Best Bank, when it was working and it was a functional bank, everybody was not accepting credit cards or anything from Best Bank because from what I was told, folks was always calling Best Bank and they would refute charges and this, that, and the other. So they just said, fucking, we ain't dealing with Best Bank anymore. So that happened to me. And I've done this before where I had to call and say, okay, this wasn't working because they wouldn't accept my bank. They gave me a one-time courtesy, blah, blah, blah. So Demetrius is trying to now pull a stunt to get his money back. And then bitches said up there, is this a debit card or a credit card? Because you keep saying your bank card. I said, it's a credit card. Well, I don't understand. I said, honey, you understand how this means. And I'm trying not to give you this without going into my business. Well, if it's a debit card, then, you have to read the fine print and blah, blah, because not everybody. I said, ma'am, you are looking at my damn history right in front of you. Look over this with Hotwire. I know the difference between a credit card and a debit card, goddammit. I gave them a fucking credit card. They said that they're no longer using my, handling my bank. Now, here's where it is. Because you're already in my case, right? And my history with you. When I went to Detroit, same credit card now. She's like, well, you just had a trip in Detroit. I said, yes, that's why I'm telling you to look over my shit. Bitch, I use Hotwire. Okay, it's not like I'm some fly-by-night little cat. So now she goes and she said, well, isn't this the same credit card that you tried to use? I said, that's my point. I used it in Detroit, but now here I'm back home in Atlanta. Some things have changed within that time. And, I was selling my case. But then they came back and said, but you signed the paperwork that says that all sales are final because this here was a hot deal Raylan carrying on. I said, yes, I signed those papers. I said, but you never sat down and none of your things in your paperwork gives us an out as the customer, because if the business doesn't accept my credit card to take care of the rest of the transactions, i.e. insurance, i.e. the deposit that you have to put on the car, if they don't accept that card, then I'm SOL. They're not going to give me that car. Okay, simply because. And I was frankly told, honey, oh, well, you need to go back up there next week when their reservation is ready and go get your ticket and go get your car. I said, how do I do that When I'm telling y'all, I went up here and to make sure everything was cute. And when I pulled my card out because I wanted to put it on file, they told me, "Oh no, we don't accept that card no more." So what do we do? So now, little business started to get me agitated. And I'm like, okay, so I'm trying not to, queen out and spaz out and shit, but she's really taking me there with her nonchalant attitude. So then she gets her supervisor on the phone because, I don't deal with peons. And I give me your supervisor and your supervisor until I have to hit the district manager of the store. Okay. And so, yeah. They terminated me and no, not terminated me. I had to go and get the car and this, that, and other because basically Hotwire was like, bitch, you SOL. Show up and get that damn card. You could use another credit card or something, but we ain't giving you your coin back. Okay. And then considering that we've already given you a one-time courtesy September of 2019 for the same reason. I said, oh shit. So one of the reasons why we're coming on late is because I still had to go pick up this goddamn car. Because otherwise, if I didn't on the 18th, it would have voided out my reservation and I still would have lost my money. I left here. That message, y'all see my Facebook wall. I'm telling y'all, okay, we coming. I'm thinking about 10 o'clock. I should be back here. We should be ready to roll. Baby. I was in the main line for about an hour and a half at the airport. At the airport. I'm in line for an hour and a half. Line going out the door. Now when you go to the car place, they got the bridge over to where you go get the car. Where the line is going out the door, honey, over to the cars. Okay. Mind you, I'm using Hotwire, so my particular car rental is Dollar. Where Hertz, Dollar, and Thrifty are the same, they're owned by the same people. Now that we're in COVID, Dollar and Thrifty are being handled by Hertz. All right. Cool. We trying to put all this together. Okay. I'm trying to put all this together. Yeah. Now we're here and I am just mortified because the lines are so long. And then when I finally get up to the desk, the woman tells me that 6 of the agents are out with COVID. 6 of them. Then we got folks in here wanting to argue because he felt the one guy was trying to cut his line. Where the one guy that already had his car, something was wrong with the reservation, so he had to take it back and get it fixed. This child arguing, fussing. I've been in this line an hour and a half, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Then we got folks who coming up in here with debit cards. Most companies are not taking debit cards anymore, honey. Most of them, the major ones are not. Okay. So now we got to deal with irate folks who just that and the other. Yeah, it was an ordeal. On top of it, let me say this. My phone is not working. Okay. It will ring. I can hear it ring and carrying on. I can't do shit with it. Why? Because the screen nut went black. I can't. It won't. The touch screen is gone. Okay, whatever done happened. But I know what happened because earlier y'all heard me say I left the house at 10 o'clock this morning because I'm taking one of my daughters. Okay, we going on the other side of New Jerusalem, honey, to Conyers. Okay, so we get here. So she introduced me to the new costumes that I'm using. So we trying to get all this together. Well, this girl goes over to Miss Kroger. You want something to drink? Yeah, bring me a tea. Okay. Well, not only did she bring me tea, she brought lemonade, honey, and she brought chicken. Baked chicken. Okay. So now I'm sitting up here trying to go ahead on and have a piece. And I really didn't want none. But then I wanted to see what the chicken looked like. And then when I looked, I said, oh, it's baked. So I grabbed a thigh. Well, damn it. Not knowing that the person didn't put the damn top on the box right, it's dripping. So now I got grease and chicken juice on the phone. Now, mind you, I had not changed over the phone to the new phone yet because I got to get an SD card, and and the one that I have, I think is either 32 or 64 gigs. I want to double, maybe triple that because I need space. Okay, for the nasty stuff. So I hadn't changed it over yet. So now I'm like, okay, cool. And when I looked at the phone, I saw the little drip. So I got my tissue. Oh, I got it up. So I'm thinking I'm doing something, but not paying attention to where the grease and shit was right there on the goddamn cracks of the phone. So then she started blinking. She blinking. I'm like, oh, come on, baby. Then she stopped. I'm like, okay, we good. We good. Yeah. Ha. Down at the bottom, she started turning purple, right? Little spot here, purple. And when you're trying to hit the back button or whatever, you got to hit the purple because now the purple start. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is a slow thing. All right. I didn't catch it all, but we got it to where I can contain this. Lies, garbage, and propaganda, gay rumors, honey, and insult to injuries. I'm sitting up here. Now I had to go over to my cousin's because my cousin is infirm right now. And, dealing with her surgeries and carrying on. She's not mobile. So, she needs help. So I went over to her house to go help her. The phone had just rung. I just had a phone call. Okay. Put the phone down on the damn couch. Turned it to my cousin. I went to go pick the phone back up. Bitch, this bitch ain't got shit but darkness on the damn screen. Darkness. I said, well, come on, phone. Now I done turned it off, tried to turn it back on, this, that, and the other. We done put rice and potatoes and, all that kind of jazz into this little thing, but it's nothing that's working. So we got to give up the ghost. So for any of you who have my phone numbers or been trying to contact me via text or whatever, and I haven't been responding, well, I'm telling you now, right now, the phone is out of whack. Okay. So this gives me reason to go and take the new phone, the Figures phone, okay, and go ahead on and transfer everything over so that we can get prepared. So, honey, that there has been part of my day, but it ties into today's subject. Okay.
Please.
Acceptance versus tolerance. Okay. Acceptance versus tolerance. Okay. So the whole idea of this is understanding and understanding, understanding, overstanding. Do you really know the difference between the two? Because oftentimes when you think you are accepted, you're only tolerated. Okay. Oftentimes when you think you are tolerated, honey, they accept you with full open arms. Okay. The question is, do you know the difference? Okay. Because there are many times where we find ourselves in peculiar situations or a little awkward and carried on because we really don't want to accept what's going on, but we end up tolerating it. I'll tell you like this. I'm not a weed smoker. I tolerate weed smokers because that's the way of the world. Okay. And carrying on. And here is more folks smoking than it ain't. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care for all these goddamn tattoos. Okay. That's just not my thing. But I've come to learn how to tolerate it because right now I see it as a fad. Okay, now folks that got addicted to the ink, and now they got to sit up there. Then they got addicted to the pain and carrying on, because now you got all these needles. Then they got addicted to all that, so they know what to expect. Okay, even have some kind of sexual kick off of it and carrying on, so they know what to expect. Me on the other hand, living my life out loud and boldly and carrying on, being an entrepreneur that I am, or learning to become. It has become a difficult thing because hell, now everybody want to hang on my word. Not that they hadn't before. I got certain people who do, but now it's like now I'm venturing off into business. So now my words become my calling card to the world. And if I don't match up to what I'm saying, then that becomes the problem. Okay. And that there is partly how I have come up in the world, honey. And it's just a whole thing. And my whole I see. Yeah, I saw that. Like, you never got that from my tattoos. Okay. For me, I would never get one because I was 10 years old, and a white guy had one like right here on his forearm, and it was a lady, hula dancing and things and blah 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 blah, because that was, he was attracted to that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, what happened that made me turn away from tattoos altogether back in 1980 was the fact that this big ass tattoo was here, okay, but it was colored. So now the tattoo is here, but the ink is everywhere because it ain't attached a dot or nothing. So I don't even know what the hell you're trying to do. With the toys and things. Like, these are some expensive toys. But what do you do? What do you do? Okay. So my whole thing with the tattoos and piercings and all that is that there are folks who go overboard. There are folks who go too fucking far, in my opinion. To have their body be their canvas. And I can tell all of the stories of my life through, putting a picture up here. This represents my mom and these represent my children. And, so he's able to create an entire world for himself, and invite folks in on a need-to-know basis and carrying on. So do we tolerate that or do we accept it? Do we accept that there is just what it is? Come on, Aretha, what you say, what it is, what it is, what it is. Okay. Are we absolutely accepting that, or are we tolerating it because we know it's a fad and it's going out, with the wash soon? So how is it that we deal with acceptance? Okay, versus you understand that you're only being tolerated here. Your presence here at this particular march or this particular whatever, your presence here gives us the numbers, and we need the numbers. So now who are you really doing this for? Okay. Yeah, let's look at this. Here's another one from Helena Hologram. Okay, I got mine for my grandchildren. It was painful, and I got no enjoyment out of getting my enjoyment. Out of getting my enjoyment came from the finished product. Okay, right when it was over. Okay, but that there is something that we have to, take into consideration, and this, that, and the other. And I don't think that we embrace that totally, because right now it still seems to be a fetish, And so now I had to ask her. I said, "Well, is this something that you and Steve have gotten into some kind of partnership or something? Because that there sounds absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible." Okay. So let's go here. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let me play this for y'all. I want to keep it nice and airy and breezy. Okay. Where is it? Oh, damn it. You're supposed to have this room ready, gal. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Wait a minute, I done got caught up over here. I'm looking at something in here. Oh, okay. What I'm trying to show y'all to play. Hold on. Cause we finna have a little bit of fun. Okay. And see, this particular video stems from the whole idea acceptance versus tolerance. Check this out here.
Right, we going. What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside. Okay, let me tell y'all something. I'm doing something real big this month. Any deal that y'all got and they beating us, I'm gonna be about $400. Just give me your pen and the paper, cause I'm asked what the what? What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside. Okay, I told y'all before, y'all know what I do. I give all these good deals and everything else. Y'all better ask about me because I do all that all the time. And that's on who? Man had a little lamb. Okay, 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 okay.
Oh, where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside. Ow! Come through, children. Okay. What you think? Okay. Okay. Where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside. I got this, and child, I howled because I was like, Lord have mercy. You know, she got this bigger than life personality, honey. And she came through and let us have it. And I'm here for it. Part of the thing was, I started reading some of the comments that had came on other blogs and carried on. A lot of folks, you know, of course, they want to throw shade and, you know, oh, this is gay, this is demonic. As a matter of fact, it came to me because singer, songwriter, and just my little big sister, Miss Stephanie Mills, she had posted that on her page. I think it was Instagram or YouTube or whichever one it was, Twitter or whatever. And someone came for her with that. And then she had to block them because now you sit up here trying to spout biblical verses and carrying on and all of that. And we were like, wait a minute, honey, this ain't got nothing to do with none of this. You know, you sitting up here trying to make a judgment call on something that was fun, it was light and airy and carried on. And, you know, it became somewhat of a mantra, if you will, to be able to do it. Now, that video has gone viral. I looked him up. He's in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He's a part of a car dealership and carrying on. And so that there was that. So now when it comes down to acceptance and tolerance versus tolerance and carrying on, how many of you in your life, you know, have had to play second fiddle to your own ass because you thought you accepted something, but you really tolerate it because you really don't care for it? You know what I'm saying? See, tolerance is the ability to say, I can't fuck with you in spirit, but yet I have respect for you because when we are on the bound and carrying on, I can keep it cordial and I can keep it together, you know. But I want you to know that if I had a choice, okay, so that there becomes what? Because it's not acceptance. Acceptance is, okay, you came in and with your glory and carrying on, regardless of how you showed up, folks came up and was like, hey, yeah, this is my friend, this is so-and-so. He's very eclectic, you know, he crazy at times and carrying on, you know, they've embraced you. Acceptance and embracing are similar to me or synonymous, because when you accept something, whether you like it or not, when you accept it in love. Okay, and it becomes embracing, especially when you're dealing with other people and carrying on, because it's an icebreaker and it gives us the opportunity to learn from one another, the opportunity to see how life is expressed through the lens of someone else, you know, and it gives us the opportunity to question what's tea. Okay, let me go up here to these comments because y'all were coming up in here and I haven't put none of y'all stuff up here. So let me go. I'm start here. What you eating, friend? Oh, you know what? My grandchild, baby, one of the grandchildren. I sat here and fried up some chicken and made some mac and cheese and things. And okay, real tasty menu, huh? Where my cornbread? That's what I need. I'm missing my cornbread. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is what is what I'm chomping on. Okay. Please tell me it's not your new phone you just got. No. Mm-mm. That nasty stuff is why I always buy 128 gig card for my phone and tablet myself. Ah, you understand, Linnell. Okay, you understand. Thanks for letting me know about your phone. Okay. Feel you on both the smoking and the tattoos. Okay, right. Okay. I never got that for my tattoos. I got mine for my grandchildren. It was painful, and I got no enjoyment out of getting my enjoyment came from the finished product. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wait a minute. I skipped some. Hold on, because I'm coming. All right, here we go. JoJo. Okay. How you doing? Hello there, darlings. Right. Okay. Willie Muhammad. I never wanted one. Okay. That's a we are not willing. Good evening. Why don't we just let people live their lives? We are not to judge. Long as we happy with our life, then we are straight. You know, often see those become pretty words, Vaughn. Because here's the thing: we're not supposed to judge, but we do. But see, are we not supposed to judge, or are we supposed to be careful with how we judge? Because Scripture says, "Judge ye not, lest ye be judged." Lest ye means that, okay, yeah, you don't judge unless you want somebody to come for you. See, so oftentimes here with our humane selves, we get caught up into thinking that we are, behavior police and humanities police officers and carrying on, because we love to point the finger at somebody. Love to point finger, honey. And then forget that when you point, there are three fingers coming back at you. Okay? We forget about that part of what it is that we have to look into ourselves. And oftentimes, that whole acceptance versus tolerance thing, you could win somebody over because as a gay man, I've had a number of people sit there and tell me, damn, I don't fuck with gays like that, but you be talking right. You know how to talk, and it ain't. They get caught up in thinking that every gay person is gonna sit down there and finger snap you and neck roll you, and come up to your straight heterosexual establishment with some palazzo pants and a pink blouse, child, carrying my purse and my sunglasses. Okay. Now there's a time and a place for everything, but in the eyes of many people, that's what they think that they are supporting if they come to your business, or if you have a lot of these kind of patrons up in there. And so it gets a little bit that way. So now we have to create avenues and stuff so that we can feel comfortable in our own selves. Yeah. Okay. That's how I'm seeing that. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to some more of these comments. Okay. JoJo, hello, darlings. How do you do? Okay, how do you do? Okay. Okay, well, the good evening, Coach Wheel. Okay. It was a white folks thing when I was growing up. Well, tattoos, you know what? It really was. But I'm going to tell you something else for me, because this is how it was presented to me. It was also an idea of masculinity, because the 54-year-old that I was telling y'all about, with the tattoo here of a naked woman or a woman in a bikini. He got that when he was he said he was in the Navy when he was 17 years old. Yeah, 17. You got that. And that's how you growing up and carrying on and, this, that, and the third thing and all that. So tattoos had become a symbol of masculinity because of the pain it causes to make it and carrying on. You got to sit down and literally get burned onto your skin. Okay. And so then it became the bigger the tattoo, the more masculine or the manlier you are because you withstood all that and you able to tell about it. It became sickening and stupid and all of those kinds of things. So then comes the acceptance versus the tolerance bit. Because like I know I've watched my parents go through some very, 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 very tumultuous times. And then oftentimes they were at war with each other. So then it becomes, okay, do you play well with others? Because oftentimes everybody gets a little territorial, especially if you're an only child and everything is yours. There is no division or dividing or whatever because hell, everything came to me. So now there was always a question I wanted to ask him about that particular day. But coming into you and coming into what's happening in the world, how is it that you're able to define acceptance versus tolerance for yourself? And then do you recognize the signs to where you could tell yourself, you know what, now they tolerate me and excuse yourselves? Or do you sit up and become what I call the gay step and fetch it? And you sit up there and become their minstrel show without knowing that that's what's happening. Let me take a commercial break. I'll be right back. I got to let that one marinate. That one hit me. That one there just hit the shit out of me, honey. Yeah, let's do this.
How many albums have you had?
4.
And no hits. Honey, find the songs that move you. Until you do that, you ain't going nowhere.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Take care, T-C-D.
Aretha, you do talk, don't you? Not just sing?
I like you to call me Miss Franklin. You have to disturb the peace when you can't get no peace.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me.
Have you tried Big Rob Popcorn? It's a wonderful anytime snack that everyone will love. Available in 3 flavors. Grown and Sexy, which is the perfect mix of cheddar, cheese, and caramel. Sugar Shack, a fruitful flavored mix of watermelon and apple. So delicious and good. How about spicy butter and white cheddar? Everyone loves it. That's why it's called good. All Big Rob snacks are manufactured in an FDA-approved facility and flash sealed for freshness, safety, and worldwide delivery. To order, call or text 937-367-8650. That's 937-367-8650. Or contact Big Rob via Instagram at Hey Big Rob. As the holidays approach, take advantage of the holiday special. Purchase more than 2 bags and receive a free CD. Call or text 937-367-8650 to place your order now. Big Rob Popcorn, the perfect snack that you will love. It's so delicious.
We're not asking for your permission. We're not seeking your approval. We're claiming what's ours in the name of our ancestors. We are their answered prayers. This is more than a movement. This is a revolution. Black innocence. What are yours today?
This world is not yet ready for all that you will do. Your time will come, Diana. And everything will be different.
Citizens of the world, I'm here to change your life. Anything you want, anything you dream of, you can have it.
You look like you saw a ghost. Diana, look at you. It's like not one day has passed.
I don't want to be like anyone. I want to be an apex predator.
You've always had everything, while people like me have had nothing. Well, now it's my turn.
Get used to it.
I've never been one for rules. The answer is always more.
The way I fly, they will never find us.
I forgot to tell you.
What?
Radar.
Will they shoot at us?
Barbara, what did you do?
You know, I'm not so keen on this one. I figure you are, but you know what? I'm ready to go.
I think we can do better.
Parachute pants?
Yeah,
Does everybody parachute now?
All right, and we are back, my darlings, my darlings. Okay. Listen, I'm going to give you guys this as some of your homework assignments to carry on, or we could just play it right here while we're getting through the rest of this. Here's where it is. Y'all remember the game, either marry 'em, sex 'em, or kill 'em? Okay. Well, here's where it is. If you want to play, in your comments, do hashtag MSK. Marry, sex, kill. Okay? Or fuck. Marry them, fuck them, kill them. Okay? If you put that as a hashtag in your comments, then I'm going to give you 3 names. Okay? And then you put them in the order that you want them to, that you think this would be. Reason for this exercise is because this is an exercise on acceptance versus tolerance. Okay? And et cetera, et cetera. I was hoping Red was going to be able to come up in here because he and I were discussing this earlier as far as understanding, accepting what all of this is and accepting this or tolerating, you know. How is it that you tolerate something, or why do you tolerate stuff? And oftentimes I believe that we tolerate it because we don't want to ruffle any feathers. We don't want to sit up there and be the big bad ogre a lot of times. And you know, all of that kind of jazz. So it's easier to tolerate something, versus saying acceptance. And then too, oftentimes to accept it means that you're down with it. That, okay, I will support it. I'm gonna let live and carry on. Hey, it is what it is. The world is changing and all those kinds of things. But oftentimes, I think that becomes a cliche response. I think we get caught up in the clichéness of it because we really don't want to speak about what it is that rumbles us and carry on, what it is that stirs us up, because a lot of us have reputations of being nice and this, that, and the other, and oh, you're so wonderful and things. But just as for every moment that I am wonderful, honey, do know that there is a counter reaction somewhere. Okay. If you think of parallel universes and carrying on, honey, everything that I am, there is a direct opposite of me. Okay, somewhere. Oh, or if you unleash the beast, honey, if you let the Kraken get together, honey, then hey. All right, let me go back to some more of the comments and carrying on. I may end up cutting this short tonight, y'all, because I have been traveling and we have been all everywhere, but I want to make sure we get this stuff in because I said I was going to come on with you guys. I want to make sure that we did some justice to this. They did the same thing to the guy with the patty pie. Okay, you talking about James? Yeah, they did. As I said earlier in our chat, I feel it was an excellent use of social media to drum up business. Unfortunately for the individual, you do have to accept the negative publicity that comes with what was posted. You know what? That there is true because, see, if you put it out there, see, here's the thing. Oftentimes, a lot of folks forget if you put it out there, then that means you want somebody to scrutinize it. You want somebody's mouth on it. Okay? Which is why a lot of us have Facebook pages and carry on because we really want it out there, for whatever reasons. But you want folks to sit down there not to put you in check, not to correct and scold you, not to sit there and say that you crossed the boundary or whatever. You don't like that part of what acceptance and tolerance and stuff is all here. Because see, then you become a mockery. No. No, I don't want to trade my sanity up for nothing and nobody. You understand me? Understand and learn it and learn it well. Okay. Okay. Now, wait a minute, I had lost my place. Let's see. Oh, trust, they're going to get the business. That could have been a moment for someone to come out. Okay, hello. Yes, ma'am. They were hypocritical, hating on her for no reason, but she snatched those coins and the crown. Okay, how about that? Okay, and the crown. Okay, you better work the fifth quarantine T-shirt, darling. Oh, you like that? Oh, well, thank you, baby. Thank you. This may sound harsh coming from a gay man. I can deal with trans women of a certain caliber, just like I have a good friend that will only deal with Derek, period. He won't go to a Helena on Helena Page, period. You know what? Now let's talk about that because this is where the conversation gets real. Because whatever our individual makeup is, or makeups are, okay, what governs you and keeps you whole, keeps your sanity and this, that, and the other, is how it is that how you view the world and ultimately how you believe the world views you. Okay, with our trans citizens and Canadians, particularly those who are not pretty. Okay, let me put it that way. Those who are not waiting to be next in line to be the Jet centerfold of the week, the Ebony of the week. Unless you're not doing all that, then honey, the role of the trans person I mean, not the role, but the culture of trans people becomes misconstrued and miss everything because you had too many people trying to go in and try to tell them what they are, what they should do, how they should do it. You know, and you're not walking in their shoes. You don't understand why this are not wearing no pumps because shit, she can't. Her feet hurt. Okay, do you realize that? You know, they don't understand. And then here's where it is. Do we consider that kind of rude talking? Is it accepting the children or is it tolerating them? And once they get on your nerves, then you had this great big huge blow up. Oh Lord have mercy. Let me go here because my eyes are getting heavy, y'all. Okay. What you say? All right, Miss Jennifer, you better make our Queen Aretha proud of you on this amazing movie. Okay. But I also understand that everybody is not going to like Derek, just like some won't like Helena. But the blessing from that is I love all of me. Come on now. Come on now. We love you both the same continually, darling. Okay, continually. Okay. Meet You Sick. Have a commercial voice that you could do a voiceover for the adult tape, I'm trying to tell you. Okay, now you know what? Meet You have a phenomenal commercial voiceover over just all around. Hi, thank you, baby. Voice all over. Okay. 6 days. I know and thank you, love. Okay. Oh, yes. That's your concert, ain't it, darling? Okay. So, yeah, wait a minute. Let me make sure I get all of the comments. Oh, okay. So we got some hashtags. All right. Cute. Wait a minute. Stop. It went too far. Okay. Helena, your MSK will be let's see. Helena hologram. Boris Kojo. What's the child's name? Shamar Moore. Boris Kojo, Shamar Moore, and Jesse Williams. Okay. Yeah, so that there would be yours. Okay. Now, wait a minute, I lost my spot. Because a lot of the kids had something to say. While I'm doing that, come on up in here, Red. Talk to the folks while I'm trying to get them their little doo-wops. Oh, wait a minute. There you go.
What's going on?
Hey. I'm sitting up here. I'm trying to get this stuff together. Okay. That was Helena MSK. She did it twice. MSK. Okay, that was JoJo. JoJo, it got the very first one. Boris Kojo, Shamar Moore, and who was the third one I said? Oh hell, I forgot who was that. Put in the comments what my third one was so I can catch Red up. I forgot who my third one was. Oh, Jesse Williams, formerly from Grey's Anatomy.
What about
that's for Joe? That was for JoJo. Hashtag MSK. Miriam Sexum or kill him. So anybody who put in the hashtag MSK, I'm gonna give you 3 names, and then you put them in the order. Okay. All right, Helena Hologram, darling. Let's see. I want to give you let me see. I want to give you oh shit. Chris Brown, the singer. Chris Brown.
Can I do this one?
Yeah. Give it to me.
Okay, Helena, we're gonna do LL Cool J,
Who?
Rick Ross, and Master P.
Who?
Rick Ross and Master P.
Oh, which one you killing, Anna? Okay. Okay, which one you killing? Okay. 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 All right. I got everything. Okay, so here's where it is. Red, you go ahead on and talk to the children just a little bit. I have to go relieve myself. On the idea of acceptance versus tolerance. Let's go there from your perspective.
My perspective. Acceptance versus tolerance. Okay. This is an easy one for me because acceptance is what you, to me, is what you will take no matter what. To me, it's like, okay, I grew up, I had this thing where I don't know what it was someone in the family where all the men dated light-skinned women or whatever. And it took me years and years to go from, like, my entire teen days, it was all about yellow women. Then when I got into my early 20s, I started this thing where, okay, attractive dark-skinned woman was acceptable, boom, boom. And it was like, I think it was all about growth. So to me, acceptance is about growth. What you're willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept, and what you learn to doggone grow. And now toleration is all about dealing with whoever, whenever, however, based on a amount of bullshit you're willing to take off a person. You know what I'm saying? You might be in love with somebody because they're super sexy, and you tolerate them, and you let the super sexy doggone supersede their doggone ignorance and the belligerence that they have. You know what I'm saying? So you go, to me, you tolerate the bullshit in order to doggone have to see the shiny, or vice versa. Sometimes you don't have the shiny. Sometimes it's doggone, it's got to do with the come up. You see what I'm saying? You just tolerate being with an ugly motherfucker or a big motherfucker or a little motherfucker. Just all about motherfucker, because the back end of it is a doggone come up. So to me, acceptance and tolerance could be a double-edged sword to me, because not only because you hurt yourself, you can hurt somebody else. So that's my perspective on acceptance.
Okay.
That's my perspective on it. So to me, like, this is like, everybody talk about monogamy and unconditional love. And when you're in a situation, it's like, okay, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable is being somewhere for the wrong reason. But if you were somebody you're gonna tolerate some shit that you know you don't like dating a crackhead or somebody that smokes cigarettes. That used to be a doggone thing for me, where as soon as you light up a cigarette from the time we meeting, if we're in a social place and we meeting, you're a female, and I'm like, hey, baby girl, boom, 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 we talking and everything. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm hearing. And then all of a sudden, 30 minutes of the conversation, you fire up a Newport, you just destroy all contracts. So.
Okay.
But then again, if you on some sneaky shit, you might tolerate the smoking because you know she got the coin.
Okay. Very, very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting.
That's like we started the show at 9 o'clock Eastern time, and we started late tonight. And I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm just gonna tolerate it because I want to know where the fuck Big Meat's been at. But I'm gonna accept it.
Okay. Oh, honey. Oh, you missed the story, honey.
Yeah, you've been on your way home since this morning.
Watch out now. But I got here, but then I still had to go back out because I still had to go get the car. So I wouldn't lose my money.
Right.
Being up there, that took 2 fucking hours.
That's ridiculous.
At the airport. Okay. But yes, honey. Yes, honey. Okay. Helena said, I'm marrying LL, Sexton Master P, and killing Rick Ross. Really?
Oh.
You sexted on Master P? Really?
Think about it. Helena giving the coochie. She giving the coochie to the richest one.
Right. Right. Okay. You marrying Jesse Williams. Oh, you put Will Smith up in there. Okay, you sexing Mom Moore and Tupac. What is this? Okay. You killing 50 Cent Lil Wayne. I didn't say nothing about no 50 Cent and Lil Wayne.
And JoJo, that's an entanglement.
Right. That child said, fuck it, honey. Oh, because he said, I forgot my actor's name. Who I want to do, marry and sex him up at the same time. Okay, shut up, fool. Okay. What you munching on, Red?
Movie theater popcorn.
Boris, Shamar Moore, or Jesse Williams. Those were your choices, child. Yes, Master P. Got that big stuff, juicy stick on it. Well, shit, I'm sexing Chris Brown and Shamar Moore. Okay, how about that? Okay. But I really I don't want to sound like I'm redundant, but a lot of all of what you say, I mean, you are. Fuck you. Okay, but a lot of this, I know part of this conversation where I was the catalyst of it from before Red and I had flushed it out. It stemmed from Haji because he sent me something on Instagram. I mean on YouTube, and basically, you know, everybody who are Biden naysayers and carried on. Basically are saying that he's racist and he's a child molester, this, that, and other, blah, 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 blah. And one of the things that gets me is that why are we tolerating this kind of bullshit or whatever? Because when all this was first happening, we didn't have many folks who were running for office. So these are the choices that we had. You didn't have the Black agenda slate. So why is it these particular people? Why don't everybody? I'm getting flustered because I know I'm tired. But a lot of this, you know, it's just emotional rhetoric, and nobody has enough sense to sit down there and say, "Hey, yeah, this is why because he did this and he did that." Nobody is doing that. And when it comes down to Biden and Ken Haji and I, get into great big discussions about it because I'm like, I'm sick and tired of hearing black folks keep saying that, you know, in order to be black in this country, you got to be down with the struggle somewhere. You know, in order for you to claim rights to your 40 acres and a mule or whatever, you got to have spent some time, child, in the slave barracks, you know, and carrying on. And I'm like, why does that matter? You know, apple cider, y'all, is absolutely fantastic. So that there was that, honey. Stop. Okay. Not with cherries and peanut butter. Okay.
Jojo, you go get in the shower.
Okay. Now, wait a minute. What else did I say? I can't use my phone to go check up my shit on Facebook to put what else I said up in here. Oh, I know what. I'm gonna ask this question because I need for y'all to help me to flush this one out. How many of y'all are still getting mailings that say, oh, let's vote here. Oh, let's vote here. Oh, early voting begins here. Every other day, there's something coming in the mail about voting.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh?
Huh? We just. Oh, okay. There we go. I paused. Do y'all get those damn flyers? Wait a minute. Let me show you.
Yeah, they kill about 20,000 trees a day, stuffing that shit in everybody.
This here, this. Finish the job. This is an election flyer. Okay, this. You get the great big huge ones and carrying on, you know. It's like, really. It's I'm so sick of going to the mailbox and everything that we have is nothing but these damn flyers. Okay. Hey Vaughn, what's up? Good evening. Okay. I am wondering, since it's coming to you, it's coming from the Democratic Party. Okay. Billions were spent on voting information. What a waste of our natural resources. That's exactly where I'm going. But that's where I'm going because I'm hoping I could get to Warnock before he wins. I'm hoping I can get to him because I need him here. Here's something I want to know, and we need a research department. Let's look this up and find out about campaign funds and how they can spend them when they raise them. Because what?
I don't think they have a cap on them.
I don't either. My whole point is the money that is spent to go literally down into the trash. Because these flyers ain't doing shit. They toss them in the trash. Okay.
I threw away 5 of them tonight.
What if that particular paper was recyclable? You know, what if they had taken that particular money and put it into a federally funded program? You know, maybe they could have jump-started the stimulus coming back from many folks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why was that money not put to good use?
First and foremost, politicians are about self.
And
they also about they mask their self issues and their self movement with the masquerade of doing for others.
Okay.
Everything they do, they put a mask. I call it a community mask. It's all for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the biggest political lie ever told. It's all for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wait a minute. I am fighting in sleep because I know I'm tired.
I know what I need you to do tomorrow.
Well,
it's everything for me.
Yeah, I need another one of those days, but my cousin need me tomorrow. Oh, I wanted to come up, and I'm half-assing this, and so this is probably not going to be one of our better shows because I'm half-assing because of the amount of time that it took to get here, and I think that I'm more nerve-wracked about it because. Wait a minute, Red, take this over because let me come out for a minute. I keep freezing, and that's because I'm tired. Hold on, let me put some water on my face.
All right. First of all, I need everybody in here that is all in favor of Big Meech getting some rest and to put himself first for a few days and not everybody else. I need everybody in here to type in Meech, sit your ass down right now. I need everybody to type that in. Meech, sit your ass down. I said, good. One thing, you can be a good person, but you've been running in doggone circles and figure eights for everybody else, never taking the time for yourself. And I had to start learning that myself because your doggone tiredness will turn into irritableness, and that irritableness will turn into anger, and you'll be out of character. Research department, do we get something? But what we can do,
I can't.
Liam, where is everybody sending resumes to? Where? One. All right. If you all know anybody that's looking for employment, we are recently hiring at Marquise at Home Solutions 1. Okay, that's the Gmail. You go to Marquise at Home Solutions 1 at gmail.com. You can send me your resumes and we'll get back to you ASAP. That's Marquise, MarquisAtHomeSolutions, the number 1 at gmail.com. That's right. You get in touch with you send us an email right there, give your resume, and we'll send you back the information on the companies that we're hiring for, and we can get you out there. And all the jobs that we are putting forward are for work from home. Look for the commercial soon. But definitely know that we have a lot of opportunities open with a lot of Fortune 500 companies, and all of them are work from home situations. And we're going to pretty much, if you go on there, you probably find some information on there. But if you send us a resume, we'll answer you right back with the doggone information of what's going on and what's available. So you don't know or you don't need somebody else you know or somebody else need, definitely hit us up. That's again at Marquise at Home Solutions 1 at gmail.com. Sending your resumes and correspondence and get on these jobs. Let's get to work in 2021. We got you.
Okay. Yes, children. Come on. Okay. Yes, 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 children.
Exactly.
You know, here's something that I want you to consider as well, and that there is, we all have to. I want to get someone on here to start talking about financial literacy and understanding money better, understanding how we can build our own. And I know that those are trigger words right now because everybody want to be on this wealth kick, you know, or let me build this wealth. No, you ain't coming in here.
The problem is we're not groomed at early ages about building portfolios, building a legacy. Pretty much, you hear the word rich in the urban communities when rich doesn't get you anything, but wealth is something you can pass on to the next generation.
How about that?
You know, and there's a lot of things we don't like. It takes a long time for the urban mind to even understand or fathom the laws of averages, not realizing that the lump sum you take right now is less than the money you make on a double or triple up over time or a period of time. You look up and snatch $5,000 now or $10,000 now, or you can take a few dollars here, doubled up every day for 10 years and end up with $2-3 million. You can't see that far. You're gonna snatch the big money now. And the person who was smart enough to snatch the doggone double up that understands the laws of averages end up being the person of wealth. You may be rich for a day, but you can be wealthy for a lifetime. Cool. Yeah.
I love it. Ha. I love it.
All right. So.
Oh, okay, children. Listen, I can't. I'm fighting, and I can't fight no more. I wanted to push this because I'm having fun with the MSK, but we're gonna do this. Piggyback on this tomorrow. I just got to lay down. I've got to lay down. I done drove shit. What? We done with the Conyers back, Decatur, Buckhead, back to Decatur. Wow, your comment was removed, April. What do you mean?
What?
She said, I see my comment was removed, but Red told us to say that. I quoted him. I wasn't trying to offend. No, you know what? It wasn't us, honey. If it was removed, YouTube probably did it. You know, because you know they flag certain shits, honey. So, you know, we didn't do it. We didn't do it. Girl, as much as we cuss and carried on child bad, no, YouTube probably did that. And
somebody at work with nothing else to do. Somebody at work at YouTube with nothing else to do.
Right.
They need to be flagging these people that's hacking people's pages while they doing all that shit.
Yeah, flag the hackers. Flag the hackers and all these butt naked pages flying across the world.
Oh, it ain't your fault, April. No, you doing the right. Is YouTube acting a goddamn ass? That's what it is.
Don't you worry about it, April. Keep doing what you do.
If you too tired tomorrow to go on, we understand. I just need to rest up. Like I told you, today has just been a day. Like I said, I've been running around because I told folks I was letting them do this. My daughter needed to go out here to Conyers. Then from Conyers, we went to my cousin's house in Decatur. My cousin just had surgery. And I told y'all her story. You know, that, you know, she had her surgery carried on the first one. And there was some complications with that. And the folks who were supposed to be there to help her, they left her sitting on the bed, laying down on the bed. She's not mobile. She can't use her arms and her legs and stuff right now. They left her on the bed for 3 days. put the phone on the other side, knowing that she couldn't get it to call nobody or nothing. They left her there for 3 days. So when I found out a couple weeks ago, I got a call. They wanted me to come and help her pick her up out the bed. I think she in the bed. The bed, they had brought the mattress down to the living room, and she was on the living room floor. So,
you know what? I don't want to hear that no more because what I got to say about that, me.
Yeah, it's fucked. And so trying to get her together because I only go over there once or twice a week, and that's usually during the weekend. Because I told her, I said I'm off on Fridays and Saturdays, and and I told y'all about the car. Me and my old brilliant intelligence, I rented the car for the wrong date, and then was trying to pull a stunt to get my money back, and they wouldn't give me my money back, so we had to go get the car. So I can at least drive the bitch if you get it. Okay. No.
Oh my goodness. I see you, Eric. You're not prayers.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. What was that? Medically, child. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna shut this down right now because I just gotta rest.
Me.
The last time I felt like this, I was at work and they had me on a triple and didn't know it because my relief didn't come in, and my director was on vacation. So when he was on vacation, and my relief was a good friend of his. But what happened, he was in they do this the Panamanian American, do-wah-diddy thing, right?
Right.
So my boss spearheaded that at the Westin. Well, this child, he always shuts down his hotel. He comes over. Okay. So I'm like, okay, whatever. This child never showed back up for work because he went to the party with the boss. I had already done a double, and they had me. I'm in this office, honey, on a triple, which is illegal.
Right.
And I couldn't move, child. I could not move, baby. I couldn't move somewhere. I got to leaning over, and they had to catch me from falling on the floor. I said, I'm just tired. I'm just tired, and I haven't felt like that since. And today is a good example because I wasn't as physical as I usually am, but it was enough for me to sit down here and to
meet.
Yeah.
Meet.
Yeah.
All right, turn camera on, sign off.
I'm finna go sign. I'm not even finna go. Yeah, we're not even finna go do the little do-wah-diddy.
I need you to sign off.
Yeah.
Take your ass to bed.
I gotta go. Okay. I got to go, Jill.
Go ahead. The one thing you need to do, rest and get plenty of rest for yourself tonight. See about your cousin and come back home and rest until the show.
Yeah, and I got to go get my phone because I told you the screen I'm blacked out, so I can't use the phone at all.
But all that is simple shit that you can get done in rap.
Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow.
Don't do shit else for nobody else.
Okay, good night, Meech.
Good night.
Wait a minute, let me let y'all go, honey. All right, good night, y'all.
I come over there and kick your ass myself now.